has been. I have no excuses, but I changed stuff. So it wasn't like I was offline for the past few days, but I wasn't like unproductive, I guess. um, so yeah, the first thing I'd like to do today is add a few things to the backlog because I came up with fun new things that whoops. I have loud things happening where exactly? Oh, it's in no, where is that? Where is that coming? Oh, I know where it's coming from. I'm apparently not. I've completely forgotten how to do this. Okay. Yeah. Let's let's jump over the backlog now because I already made like somewhat of a mess of like this stuff. Okay. Whoops. Doops. Okay. What do I feel like adding? Or what did I have before? Bug badge, events, bulk, cool bonus. Oh, I can't fix... Oh, yeah, I remember this one. I can't fix actions. Right, because, yeah. Fun stuff. I don't really feel like... I don't know. Yeah, none of these are pressing. So, yeah, I'm gonna add new things. Oh, wait, I did this one. I did that the other day. It's not game related, so I did it off stream. It's just the chat filter for the stream channel. Excuse me. The things that I want to add today are karma, for one. Karma. Is we'll probably need a little more description for other people to understand what that means, but so then the other thing that I want to do after I add karma, and this is like a big thing that's going to be that's actually going to represent like a lot of little things, but I'm just going to put it in here because I want to do it after I work on karma. Is I want to make I want to make a Twitter interface for SideQuest so that you can play it even when you're not like in the channel. It's not going to be... I'm gonna have to change some things, or I still haven't even figured out exactly how that all is going to work. But I have like ideas. Anyways, side quest on Twitter, I guess, will be another thing. This is also journey. Okay. So this is the new first thing, and this is the new second thing. And I'm going to actually move this directly over here. Update secret panel. Oh, I still have to do the logo. Yeah, well, I'll find time for that. Karma. Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah, what I did this morning is I changed the new follower notification, and I did that for a few reasons. Here, let me, I'm just going to... I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try and do stuff on my other computer. And, never mind. I was going to do stuff on my other computer. I was going to try and initiate like a new... Oh, I know how I can initiate a new follower notification. I have Binrybot watching the stream. So I will hit follow. Hey, look at... Okay, so there it is. Oh, wow, is that legible? I can't really tell if that's legible. Hold on. I guess it's... Hopefully that's legible. I don't know. It's not perfect. I can change it, but that's kind of what the new text is going to look like a little bit, I guess. And so the reason I switched over is because this is not using... Previously, like when people asked what I used to do, the notifications, I had been using Twitch Notifier, or T-Notifier. And I switched over to Twitch Alerts because it does this other thing, which is really cool, where it has this like Twitch alerts like thing, which it's like a program that runs, and what it does is it generates these text files that describe like activity on the stream. And the thing that I really like about that is that so like, hold on, if I do most recent follower, look, there's now a text file that says Binrybot, because Binderbot was the most recent version. So the thing I like about this is that SideQuest reads text file. Oh, SideQuest isn't even running yet. How about that? Speaking of SideQuest, it reads text files. So now I have like information about what's happening on the stream that I can read into SideQuest hypothetically. Like, there's no reason that SideQuest can't access this information, and I thought that was cool. I thought it was worth changing things about. Whoa! How did someone just level up just now? Oh, I know how. Because you gain 0 experience when you enter the game in case you had a level up pending that hadn't processed yet. Well, congratulations, whoever that is. Okay. Yeah. So karma. I should probably start explaining that, I guess, because why not? The other thing that I set up the other day is what? It's donations, I guess. Hey, Capsan, how's it going? Welcome. I think I might start taking the stream a little more seriously. By that I mean I think I might I don't know, give whenever asked, I would always say I'm not a streamer per se. I'm just a game developer who streams, and I might I don't know. I'm kind of I started wondering am I not closing myself off to opportunities by keeping that mindset, and so now I'm I guess I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot, see what the life of a streamer is like, and so the most material, literally material aspect of that, which I had not embraced, was the donation button, but I do now have a donation button. Mr. David, hey, how's it going? Welcome. I'm doing well, thank you. What have you been up to, Mr. David? So then, just because, I don't know. Well, okay, yeah, right, okay, so streamers, as you all might be familiar, specifically those who have, subscription buttons or, donation buttons or whatever, they have, kind of the new follower notifications. They have, things that, show up as, a thank you to people who choose to express monetary support of a stream. And so one of the other reasons so specifically the data point from this Twitch alerts text whatever stuff that I was most interested in accessing is actually what is it, the donator stuff, because if someone's going to be that supportive, so literally supportive that they, because well, okay, so I mean, I don't know, I think, yeah, well, yeah. Money is helpful because it helps you not be homeless and not die and stuff like that. So to the extent that people are actually interested in not seeing me die and be homeless and stuff, I was thinking just the so karma is I'm thinking of it along the lines similar to the bonus system, where it doesn't really change your character in any way. Specifically, I'm thinking whereas the bonus is a something that kind of just just sticks right to the character's forehead, or it's like a badge stuck to their cap at any given time. Karma is going to be in the background, and it's going to be more more ethereal, I guess. I'm literally I'm picturing little sparkles. Except not as dumb as it sounds to just say that outright. I should probably open some sort of drawing program so I can start depicting this and hopefully get it looking in a way that I will like. So actually, I'm gonna bust out my tablet and get started on that, because whoops. All right, so so one interesting thing about don't mind me, I'm just breaking stuff. So yeah, so one interesting thing about oh, thank you, thank you, Mark Lander. Um, uh, the what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the thing is, so I have these files, but I don't actually know how they work yet. So there's like I mean, like, okay, so there's the one that I'm most interested in is like all-time top donator. I think I'm gonna do something special for that person. So like, I actually might even want to start breaking these down into like smaller things. I'm just gonna actually I don't feel like adding individual like backlog items for it, so I'm just gonna start like jotting a list. It's like all time top donor. Excuse me. I don't know. So like something cool. It's like something especially special. Like uh I don't know, like the coolest thing. I still don't know exactly what this is. It's like once I'm picturing like, something like, I don't know exactly, but once I start drawing it, I'm probably going to change it. So for now, I'm just going to jot down like what I think. So all-time top donators. Yeah, I mean like, I mean I could use most or all of these things. Like I could like I want something special for the all-time top donor, but like, so yeah, so then actually I guess so then like all time top plural, like this could be like the next tier of like, so maybe this is like a coolness scale or whatever. So maybe it's like all-time top donor, all-time top donors, like the like, essentially like the second through, I don't know how many it lists. Like I'm assuming it has to be like, I don't know. I really don't know what this data is going to be once it starts populating exactly. I could probably like read some information on the website to get more idea of what to expect here. But yeah. So okay. So all-time top top donors, they basically get something, which is like, because this isn't going to change very often. So this is going to be fairly persistent, and so that's going to be, I might even do something less ethereal or like less ephemeral or less like it might be like something more physical. Like maybe you get, well actually yeah, I guess like you probably get, I don't know. I'll probably want to do like a lot, right? Because this represents a lot, and so basically like the gist is that I'll want to do like stuff commensurate with like how cool stuff is. Like I want the rewards to be as cool as like the person who is getting these awards. Right. So um before anyone asks, I'll just reiterate: there's no pay to win in this game. Why is that? Is there seriously a character who keeps leveling up, or like, wait, how? Nothing's happened in the game. There couldn't be a new level up yet, or unless someone joined and. Oh no! Yeah, no. Never mind. Yeah, no. I know exactly why that's happening. It's because I changed something like last week about how the experience system works. So. Yeah, there will probably be a lot of level ups today. People will join, and then there'll be like these instant level ups, and that's actually going to happen fairly often. Yeah. Okay, so then monthly top. I guess like yeah. So again, I guess like again. So where there's the so like all time top donor and all time top plural. I'm not going to actually like annotate like what these are exactly. I'm just going to start like writing out roughly like a list. So like. So it's basically like, I mean, it's fairly straightforward, I guess. So then monthly top donor and monthly top donors plural. And then I don't think there's anything going to be especially. No, I guess there might be something to distinguish most recent donator. But that's like not. That's not going to be like magnitude of coolness. That's going to be like something different, I guess. Like it's not, yeah. So like most recent, because this is the one that's going to change the most. So it's not going to be anything, like it's not going to be a physical object or anything. It's going to be like maybe like a different sort of effect that that like accompanies like the whatever is the main effect that represent the most of this. And so yeah, what else? What other data? And then so then there has to just be like Oh, session. Session. What does session mean? Does that like restart every time I start and stop the stream or something? Again, like I might have to tweak this stuff like once I figure out exactly how it works, because like the whoever set up this data might have like a different idea about some of this stuff. Uh, so most recent. So then I guess session top and session. Actually, I don't even want to do session tops plural per se, because I want just session like plural. I don't know. Is that a thing? I wonder. Hopefully these lists are pretty. Well, I don't know. Let's see. So session. Yeah, I don't even want session top donators. Yeah. So I could do a few things. Like if session. Oh, session donators. There it is. Okay. So they're good. There is. Yeah. So I don't think there's necessarily going to be any. I don't think there's actually going to be any specific distinction for session top donators. Maybe. I mean, maybe I should consider that, I guess. Yeah. Oh, and I shouldn't put this in with the rest, because this is going to be something different. Yeah. I don't have subscriptions. Like, I'm not a partner yet, so subscriptions aren't like a real thing. Although I did set up a Patreon, because that's what indie devs do. And there's like as soon as I actually have a patron on Patreon, right. I should add that to the backlog just so I don't forget. Patron badge and gold patron badge are the things that you get for being a supporter in that way. So I'll have to make those as soon as I have a supporter in that way. All right. Yeah. All right. So that might be everything for now. And like for starters, I think like maybe just hook up the tech. I mean, I say this a lot. Like I say, I'll just put in like really temp stuff, and then a lot of times that temp stuff I don't actually end up updating ever. Oh, look, some of them are 0 kilobytes, and one of them are 1 kilobyte. Oh yeah, because those are the ones that just have like base data. Like for example, my 30-day donation amount right now is $0. Go figure. I mean, the cool thing about this data is that, like, if I do ever get like partnership and I start having subs, like I can do, like I can have like some distinction between like subs, how subs like are represented in game versus like non-sub characters. Oh yeah. I was thinking of like some other like I don't know, nice things. I know, like, it crossed my mind that I should mention this earlier, and I forget if I actually said it out loud, but the one thing I'm not going to do in any of this stuff, like, I might do fun and interesting stuff to this end, but the one thing I won't ever do is yes, percentages. Those are new. Oh, yeah, so if anyone is familiar with the old system and they don't understand, like, what's happening now, is it now says, instead of saying all of your experience, it only says yes. It says how much experience you have at your current level. So if it says you have 0 experience and 0%, that doesn't necessarily mean you're level 0 necessarily. That might just mean that you just leveled up. So Mr. David, you're 20 experience into your current level, and 20 experience is 80% or 86% of what you need to get to the next level. So I guess like mental math, what would that be? Like 25-ish or whatever, like not even, like 24, probably like when you're at 24 experience, you'll probably level up or something like that. And then so I changed a bit about how that works. I've been tweaking a lot of stuff. I've been working on this project nonstop since the last time you were here, so yeah. Sorry, I didn't warn about the holotype. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with amounts. Uh, in terms of like this system, like I might use like the donation amounts for something different. I kind of want to I kind of want to do something there, but I forget if I might not have finished my thought again. Did I even say like the one thing that I'm not going to do with any of this is pay to win? Like there's going to be no way that you can pay money to get an unfair advantage over any other player. So there's that. But I guess yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, I should start working on some of these things that we've talked about now. So I'm just going to move this up here. And what was I planning on? Oh yeah, I was planning on opening the character file so that I could draw the whatever this thing is. I can draw it in context of the character itself. So where would that be? Man, you take 4 days off, and all of a sudden you just don't remember where anything is located. I might stream this weekend. I know I say that a lot, but I didn't stream Tuesday or Monday, so I might actually stream this weekend. Hopefully this time I'm not lying. If I'm still lying about streaming, that'd be just so tragic. All right, I'm gonna add in a new layer. 19. It'll probably just be one layer. It'll probably be 2 frames of animation. Oh, so yeah. All right, whatever. I'll call it Karma 0, or no, I guess. I mean, technically it'd be Karma 2 and 3, but I'm just gonna call it 0 and 1 for now. Excuse me. Yeah, my naming convention, Karma. My naming convention for these is a little weird, but alright, so yeah, basically, so what I was picturing, so I'm just gonna move stuff on my desk and get that into position. Basically what I'm picturing is very simple, but it's just like oh, huh. Yeah, I was so I was just about to draw like what, like basically just like, not like black, but I was basically about to draw like little sparkles, but then like out of the corner of my eye I just remembered we're in the snow environment right now. So like these little sparkles, like if these little sparkles were and they'll hopefully look more sparkle like before we're done. But if these little sparkles were what represented karma, like you would just not see karma in the snow, which is weird. So it probably won't be just like this. I was thinking like little sparkly whatevers. But yeah, so they can't be quite like this because we do want them to be at least somewhat visible. So I'm thinking they should be colorized, or let me think about this. Maybe it's more of like, maybe it's less about like twinkles and more of like an aura of some sort. I mean, whatever I do, I want the level up special effects to still work. I mean, I'll probably like the level up effects were never meant to be permanent. Like those were supposed to be very temporary. So once I'm done with this, it's entirely likely that I'll want to go back and edit that again. But we'll see. All right, so what's something that's going to be noticeable in a lot of contexts, not just. Well, yeah, actually, that's pretty tricky because the backgrounds are pretty diverse. Like the characters can be set on like basically any sort of background, really. They're like, I don't really have any specific limitations in mind for like what an environment can look like. And like actually in some of the current environments, like players do, and like some of the character art does get a little obfuscated sometimes. Like in the snow, if you're wearing white pants in the snow, is anyone? I can't tell if anyone. It doesn't look like anyone's doing that right now. Oh no, maybe one character, that one in the middle of the screen. Yeah, like it's not always 100% visible. So so twinkles would be really easy because like the nice thing about them is that like the animation is really easy too because like for the animation you just make small twinkles and big twinkles and then for the other frame of animation they switch places so the big ones become the small ones and vice versa. So that's like really simple and doable. But yeah, like in the snow, this just won't be noticeable at all. Not one bit. So I forget if I said it, but one thought that crossed through my mind was just to colorize them. Although, like basically for any color that I go for, there's going to be situations where they're not noticeable. So should I do something different instead? Oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking was maybe like auras, possibly, like more like oh well, yeah. So I can't use translucency. It'd be nice if I could, and I actually can use translucency over backgrounds, but the characters don't always draw over backgrounds. Sometimes the characters just draw over like the pink emptiness that represents like it's like the chroma key color is pink, and so like in the river in particular, like the river is so low that the characters actually like their heads like extend up above the skyline. Uh, huh. So I can make auras that are just like low around the character, maybe, and then I actually could use transparency, or I could just make them opaque. So what do these auras even look like? I wonder. And by I wonder, I mean I should figure out. So like if I wanted to use translucency, which I'm not, but I like this is essentially the range in which I could use translucency, because like we're pretty much always guaranteed that at least this much of the character will be in front of a backdrop instead of over that pink background, because like this is basically like the shoulder height of the players is roughly like the horizon line, so like there's not a situation where we could be able to really see above it. Although I'll bring it down slightly. Hold on, let me reshape this. So if you guessed I might end up doing a combination of both of these things, you're probably correct. That's probably a true story. I should also see what this looks like with transparency instead of not transparency. So what if it wasn't 100% transparent? What if it was just like, if there was like I don't know, what if it was like a halo sort of thing going on? I don't know if this is gonna make any sense, but let's find out. So what am I trying to do? Basically just this, except with like this, so that, and then, wait, no. Backspace that. Oh, that's not enough transparency. Backspace. No, that's still not enough. I don't know what I'm trying to do. So, whoops. I don't work with transparency much, so maybe I just shouldn't do that. Yeah, I probably just shouldn't work with transparency. It probably doesn't really work with the art style either, so I'll probably cross that off the list of like things that I should do. But I can, I don't know. I don't completely dislike roughly what's going on here. So this is like a lot of visual effects, and it's probably not going to be bright white either. But this is also just like a lot of visual effects. So for one thing, I should rein it in a little bit. Doop-a-doop. And then shape it better so it doesn't look weird. So I don't know, maybe something along these lines. So I like so the idea of like what this visual effect is supposed to convey is it's just supposed to look a little bit unearthly. Like it's supposed to look a little bit like angelic. Not, it's not really the perfect comparison, but like if like basically if I could resolve the skyline, like maybe the ideal thing would basically just be like a ray of light is just always like shining down from the heavens like onto these characters, kind of. It's just supposed to I guess just to indicate, hey Jocko, how's it going? Welcome. Oh yeah, my schedule. Maybe I want to. Yeah, so I know I started really late today, but I am trying to start much earlier than I used to. It didn't happen today because I got distracted with other things, but it almost happened. I was like at my desk and like working like at around like 9:30. So like I could have started really early. Hey, if Dogman, how's it going? Welcome. um Yeah, so I might in the future, well, so this weekend, because I didn't stream much earlier this week, and by didn't stream much, I mean I didn't stream earlier this week, I'm probably going to try streaming this weekend, because that's something that I've been meaning to do, just to see, like, what the weekend crowds are like, and, but the reason I tend not to do it is because usually by the end of the week I'm a little bit beat, and I just feel like taking the time to myself instead. But I don't have that excuse this week, so who knows? Maybe I will actually try and stream and see how that goes. And then, yeah, I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, but so that I can start streaming earlier in the day on any given day. But that's gonna be a challenge, a bit of a challenge. Okay, so this roughly, I guess. Except yeah, like I keep saying not like bright white, but I should probably go yellow. Because yellow is like light and like sparkles and light will make sense in light yellow. And the only background I can really think of that would be light yellow would be like a desert or like a hayfield. And if I felt like doing either of those settings, I could do them in either like a more orangey tone or I could do them in like a darker yellow. So I should probably go like very bright yellow. Or like not bright, but light yellow. So like not like that, for example. Like oh, but then in the snow, it might look like yellow snow, which would not be my favorite thing. So maybe like a light blue instead. Yeah, what if it was more like ooh, that's the eraser tool. What if it was more like this? Somewhere in this range, maybe. And like I can use some white in it. I just don't want it to be 100% white. I don't know. We'll see. The program I'm using right now is paint.net, which, interesting thing, I don't tend to recommend paint.net, but then on, what was it? It was someday last week. I forget what day exactly, but I tried to use a different tool it must have been Friday. I tried to use or maybe it was Thursday. Okay, I tried to use a different painting program, and I hated it. I like the one that I tried just did not work for me. And oops, oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I was like, why is that not drawing? Yeah, so I'm using paint.net, and at this point, I might actually just be using paint.net, like, because like I tried something else and it did not work. Oh yeah. So I should be doing that. So it's probably this whatever these effects are, they're probably going to get bright enough to be white in some places, but they're probably going to be like blue around the edges, so it looks like blue light, but like really bright blue light, I guess. My panel is not for my panel will be on March 7th. So I will oh yeah, Krita. Yes, if Dogman. I tried Krita. I don't even remember what it was, but like I worked with it, and like it was one of those situations where like, oh no, you know what it was? It was because I was doing something very pixel precise, like in terms of lining things up. Because like you know how the backgrounds in this game are like there's like 4 of them. There's like 4 layers. So I was like lining up background layers, and the thing that I wasn't seeing in Krita, and so like yeah, I guess I haven't really given up on Krita altogether, but the thing that made me switch back to paint.net was that I just in the bottom of on the bottom bar of paint.net, you guys probably can't see it a lot of the time because it's covered up by side quest, but it gives me like literal numbers, like of what are the pixel coordinates of whatever I'm doing. So like if I need to line things up precisely, like it tells me like the exact coordinate and the exact like size of these of whatever selection I'm making. Hey, so yeah, for the task that I was working on either Thursday or Friday, I ended up just coming back to paint.net to work on it. It's probably worth another shot. The thing that I realized, excuse me, there were a ton of things I liked better. There were a ton of things that Krita clearly did in a superior manner. But then there was a ton of things that, or at least a few really pointed things that were just not improvements over paint.net. So it was really hard to... so when I make that switch, it will be difficult because there's going to be some stuff I'm going to have to give up. Unless I can figure out how to... Maybe there's a way to get those pixel coordinates in Krita, but until I figure that stuff out, it'll be... I don't know, it'll basically just be like a matter of like relearning some of that stuff a little bit, I guess. Alright, so I'm covering this all up with this like lighter cyan color because... I'm going to draw the cyan on the lower layer and the highlight on the upper layer because I think that will be a little bit quicker. Who leveled up? I can check the log. Yeah. So if you don't see name tags, it's because players in lurk mode. Lurk mode is for anyone who doesn't feel like having their name show up on screen. It now doesn't show up automatically. It only shows up when that player decides to participate. And so if you ever see yourself in lurk mode, like if I restart the script sometimes, it'll put everyone back into lurk mode. Trent Sterling leveled up. Congratulations, Trent. Yeah. Yeah, so the other, one of the other, like, so just as an example of, like, one of the things in Krita that, like, is just clearly just not an upgrade over paint.net, which is such a funny thing to say. I don't know. I guess, like, maybe because paint.net is free, like, I sometimes think of it as, like, not good, but, you know, it really does have, like, its strengths. Like, for example, tabs. In Krita, when I tried to open, like, 5 files all at the same time, it opened 5 separate windows, and my computer got so chuggy. Like, it was running so slow at that point. Like, some of the operations I was trying to accomplish were taking, like, literally, like, I don't know, like 8 to 12 seconds. And, like, I'm running on an SSD, and, like, I got this, like, this computer has, like, decent specs. So, like, this isn't, like, a supercomputer that I'm working on, but it was, like, better than, it should have been better than, like, what we were seeing. Yeah. But then again, like, Krita is also a free program, so it's not like I can really complain about the price tag on either one. Doop-a-doop. I wonder if it'll get annoying to show these effects, like, all the time. Like, if I just have these, like, if I just, like, slap these effects on a character and they have these effects forever, is that gonna be, like... I might... Just in case people don't like it, I might want to... Like, in case someone doesn't like it, I might want to put in, like, a way... Like, a kill switch so that they can, like, basically turn it off. If they so choose. So... I'm just gonna... like, these are still very bright white, but I'm just gonna tone that down a little bit. And I'm not gonna leave that circle is not gonna be quite so blue all the way through. In fact, let's make it less blue. So this, it's just for reference, this is probably gonna be one of the better visual effects, because this is, like, really... I feel like this is really, like, noticeable. This is like these effects are like pretty in your face. Like this is pretty hard to miss, right? Um, uh, what doesn't have transparency? All the tools that I use have transparency. Oh, Microsoft Paint, yeah, yeah, the original Microsoft Paint that probably doesn't have transparency. Um, all right, I'm gonna probably call this okay for testing purposes. Oh yeah, gosh, I say testing purposes, but I can't actually really even test this. Oh no, you know what I can do is uh, I can donate to myself, I guess. I guess. Hold on. I'm gonna switch over to screen cam for a second and see if it'll let me do that. I think it will. I can't think of any reason it wouldn't. And that Oh yeah, you know what that just reminded me is that like a lot of times like a lot of these things are going to be true. So when I start hooking up the tech for this, I'll need to make sure that like I go with the highest of all of these honors, right? Because if what if someone's like an all-time top? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So the top things should actually probably be separate from the other things. Probably. These probably should be separate measures because yeah, right, because what if you're like an all-time top donor, but you're also the all-time top plural, not like the all-time donor, but you're also the monthly top donor. Then I'll kind of want to like mix and match, I think. Like I'll want to split the effects because like those are both like important distinctions. Because like you could be a monthly top donor without being an all-time top plural donor. And the same with like monthly and session and stuff like that too. So maybe like the halo around the base will represent top donors, and like the sparkles will represent the other distinctions on the list. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. So maybe what I'm working on now, maybe this is like session. Because like the other thing I was saying is that like for like you know for like all time top donors, like that doesn't have to be something as like immaterial. Like it doesn't have to be something as like because like light is like you can't touch it, right? um. So yeah, I could just change how that. You're right, F Dog. Then you got it. Oh, thank you, Jocko. By the way, I also like my mustache. All right. So yeah, let's Huh. Yeah, this system is gonna be weird to test. Oh no, you know what I should do? I know. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. The first thing I should do is I should start looking up docs. So, because I should just like find out a little bit of how these are supposed to work, so that I'll know like roughly what to expect. So I'm gonna switch over to Facecam for a second. I apologize for my terrible visage that you must now see. How am I not connected to Twitch alerts? I have like the. Hold on, sorry. I'm gonna make the screen look weird, probably. Yeah, there's that weird thing that just showed up in the corner. Or in the side of the screen over there. I don't know what that's about. Hold on, I'll get rid of it. There we go. This is my first day using Twitch alerts instead of T-Notifier, so I don't know what to expect from that exactly. Alright, so stream labels is this feature. I can probably show this on stream, I hope. Where are the docs? There just aren't any docs for this. That's fun. Maybe it's in like community and support or something. Alright, this I can probably show on stream. Hopefully. Alright, so I'll switch back to screen cam. Yeah, so Streamlabel's Windows app, I guess. I basically like what I want to see right now is like an example of the output data. So maybe does the app itself like have any indication? Like, no, not really. Oh, there's a restart session button. Maybe that's how you. Oh, that's probably what a session is. That's probably the definition of a session. I probably hit it manually. Huh. All right, so I wonder if it automatically counts as a new session. What do I play from games? Like what games do I play? I play Hearthstone mostly right now, and I'm kind of like I just canceled my subscription to like an MMO, so I'm in that weird phase where like I have a lot of time that is just like kind of like empty in my schedule, in my game schedule. That is like I don't have any in particular in mind because like when you're playing MMO, like I don't spend much time looking for games because I know what game I'm going to be playing when I sit down to play games. So I have to find more games now, I guess. Although I do really like Hearthstone. What is this? This is not helpful. This is not helpful. All right, so what if I just punch in like Twitch alerts, stream label example output, please. This is the exact same page I was just looking at. Yep. Great. All right, so maybe I shouldn't be working on this stuff now. Maybe I should just wait until I actually have like data to work with. I feel like someone must have posted their data output in somewhere in one of their like oh wait, come on, do it. Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna I thought it was gonna be like I just really want someone to have copy and pasted their text file into one of these so that way I can see like what these files are going to look like. I mean, documentation would be nice too. Oh, there's a video. I don't usually show videos on stream, but this guy didn't document stuff, so whatever. Sorry, that guy. Yeah, the guy who made it. I'll switch over to Facecam for a second because I don't know. I still don't know what are the rules. This is like what you're supposed to show on stream and what you're not. But at some point in this file he must. Oh wait, hold on, wait. What is he doing? I can't hear him talking, of course, but oh no, he's talking about. Oh, you can change the. Huh. Oh, you can change the format of some of the data that gets saved out. So, like, for example, if you're using the stream labels for a sub goal or something, you can, like, set how you want the goal formatted. Like, like sub count 7 out of 10 or whatever. Yeah, I probably added in some more environment art since the last time you were here, Mr. David. All right, come on, dude. In this video, please just show one of your text files. Please. Because, like, the text files that are, like, top, whatever, like, the singulars, like, what is it, what was it? Session subscribers, for example. Oh, yeah, right now I don't have subscribers. Session followers, whatever. Like, oh, you could do a follow train. Nah, I don't. I'm not eager to do that, but maybe someday. So wait, where's the I swear there was like a thing for session followers. Yeah, right. Or that's plural, but like most recent follower or something. I think there's one. Oh yeah, so most recent follower. Like I'm pretty sure this text file will always ever just be one name. It'll always just be like one name. So that one's easy enough to read in. But like what's going to be the format for like the all-time top donator, right? Like is it just going to be a list of names? Is it going to be like a list like a vertical list? Is it just going to be like what's the spacing? Does it actually going to include the number values or like once I get to the point where I read all that data in, which is basically as soon as I start scripting, I'll have to know that stuff. So, I mean, I guess I don't have to do that yet. I can do some of the setup work, but it's pretty important information. So it'd be it would be nice to know, admittedly. Come on, dude. I guess it's gotta be like... Can I edit this stuff? Maybe I can edit this stuff. Maybe I get to determine it. Because, like, I guess, like, even for the, alright, hold on, let's respect to screen cam now. Even for the other, oh, settings, yeah, somewhere in settings. Oh, yeah, here we go. Alright, cool. So, I guess I do get to decide. So, right, okay, so for all-time top donator, it has the name, and so I could just split that on colon, for example, and, that's fine. Although I don't even really need to know the donation amount, per se. Unless I wanted to scale the number of sparkles based on... based on... No. Alright, so for example, yeah, so session... So all-time top... Okay, so top... top 10. Okay. Alright, that's good to know. So yeah, so the way that I'm going to be using this data in the game is I will basically, at intervals, like it won't be constant because this information isn't going to change constantly, but when it does change, I'll want it to update, like, you know, reasonably fast. I'm basically, so I'll just be reading these text files intermittently. So I'll probably put it on like a, I don't know, like a 20-second cooldown or something like that. And so like every 20 seconds, it will just check again. And so there'll be a slight delay as to when the stuff gets updated. But then the other thing is, like, I don't like things just, like, appearing all of a sudden on screen. So even once that 20 seconds is up and it refreshes the data and it has the new data to work with, like, a character on screen, I don't want to change it instantaneously. I still want to wait until the character gets, like, queued to like, march through the procession. Or through the parade, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so, what is the other one, though? Donators. Session... Oh, okay, so even with session donators, there's a maximum of 25. So, like, it is really session top donators. Like, it's more than 20... Yeah, so it's... Okay, so I can distinguish between the 10 most recent... Or the 10 top donators and the... Oh, and the 25 most recent donators. Because, right, this list probably isn't going to be, like, necessarily the 25 max donators. This is just going to be the 25 most recent donators. Huh. So I might want to take some effort to, like, update this more expediently. I don't see this happening anytime soon, but hypothetically, like, if, like, 25 donations came in a short period of time, or if 26 donations came in a short period of time, unless this data updates fast enough, like, hypothetically, someone might donate and then never actually see the special effects. So you know what? Yeah, no, okay. I don't think I have to worry about getting more than one donation per second, though. I don't. I know. Part of it, like, okay, so some people watching are probably like, that's crazy. That's never going to happen. And that's right. And that's true. It's probably never going to happen to me. One of the things I think about when I'm working on this game is that, like, I don't necessarily just want this game to work for me. Like, I mean, like, hypothetically, in the first place, this game was not even supposed to be for this channel per se. It was supposed to be for like bigger events, like for like when there are like marathon streams, like popular ones. And in like a popular marathon stream, you know, there could be a pretty high volume of donations. So I wonder if there's like some way I might be able to check. I might be able to check in an expedient manner, like whether the file has changed, and then I could check more frequently than like 20 seconds or so. Like I could check more regularly. Because like the result of that for me personally, like for this channel, that the result of that check is mostly going to be like, nope, hasn't changed, nope, hasn't changed, nope, hasn't changed. But yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, how is this formatted? List. Oh, item separator. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, and then format. All right, so yeah. So that instrument. Oh, and look, and it has an example down here at the bottom. All right, so that's yeah. This is pretty much what I was looking for. So cool. Fish sticks, lol, choco pie. Be creative. All right, that data is really easy to access. So good stuff. I mean, I'm tempted. I think I'm probably just gonna leave like the data in this format, like roughly in this format, just in case I ever also want to display this data on screen. Because like there are easier ways that I could like format this data. Like I could just I could have it spaced, just using spaces instead of like any other character as separators, and I could have it not even include like the numbers. But if I mean this is like well, I mean, I don't like I don't like the colon necessarily, but you know, I'm probably just gonna leave it like this. Is there a way to edit all of them in bulk? Because I don't want to go through and edit like all of them individually right now. Because like for the list ones, like I don't think it makes sense to have like to me like a semicolon is like a stronger separator than a. Hey, congratulations, Chaco. Congratulations, Mr. David, is what I meant to say. Or, both? I don't know. Congratulations. Okay, so, yeah, it doesn't super matter. I'm just gonna, no, I'll format that later. Because you guys don't want to see me do that. Okay, so, oh, I just closed the program. I did not mean to do that. Alright, well, yeah, I'll just start setting stuff up yet. Because now that I know that data is malleable, I can literally do it however I want to do it. Alright, so, oh yeah, I didn't save out the visual effects. So let's save this out, I guess. For now, I'll just, because I don't have any real data to work with, I'll just work with, like, fake data instead. And I'll just, so, hold on. I'll just, I'll come back to that. Okay, so, one thing that I want to do is, so like this is like the first time I'm going to be working with data that's not directly in the, that's not directly in the same, oh. Yeah, it's like not only is, yeah. So this is the first time I'm working with a file path that's not strictly like lower down than or higher up than like the script. So I can't just reference them, for example, like just by saying like the folder names. I actually have to. I need to figure out how to do that, and so I basically want to set up like a so stream data path equals and then yeah, the path. I don't even know how to do that though. It'd be like 86% means that you're 86% of the way to your next level. Yes, that's what that means, Jaco. So stream data path. Let's find out. Let's ask the internet. Oh yeah, whoops, no, go away. So Python file path. I don't know. I don't want to do the full path to folder either, because it's still like I have this in source control, or in like, you know, I'm using like GitHub, and so the file paths are still fixed relative to each other in the grander scheme of things. It just doesn't happen to be it just this time it's not a subfolder. I don't really want to manipulate the path. I just want to know, like, I assume it's like dot or something, right? It's like dot slash. Yeah, there we go. If dog, then dot path. Okay, good. Dot slash. I was gonna try dot slash because I don't know. I knew it was in that school of Okay, so dot slash. Oh, I should. I also like I have this subfolder which I don't need anymore. So now actually I guess would be a fine time to get rid of it. I just have so many folders underneath here that my version control is gonna yell at me so loud when I move everything here up one level. Whelp. Oh, I should probably bring the script down to do this. So sorry, I'm going to restart the script real fast. Just because it's moving day. Alright, wait, hold on, I'll save this. Yeah, I should close everything. Huh. I had forked it because the original version, like in this folder, this is the original version of wow, it was literally back in like November that I last edited this, but this is the text version of the game, text-based version of the game, which would be fun to play sometime. Maybe one day if we're bored on stream, we can go back and see what the original version. It's on it's on GitHub. It is not publicly on GitHub. I did not say it's that. Alright, so but I mean, like, I make this entire project on stream, so like it's funny because like this project is like basically open source if you're paying attention, but it's not literally open source. Yes, replace file destination. I hope that worked. I guess I can find out by right, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. Yes, I hit the close button because I wanted to close it. Yes, that is why I hit the close button. Alright, so let's see how this goes. It'd be really nice if it just worked. That'd be quite nice indeed, I would say. How many lines does the main file have? It has exactly 2,400 lines in the main file. We just hit 2,400 when we added these 2 lines here. Yep. Alright, so this folder is empty. I can get rid of this folder. I think the script has probably been down long enough that I can restart it now. So let's see what happens. Hey, that looks good. That looks legit. Look, player data's loaded and stuff. Hey, all right. From here on out, Mr. David, I will only make lines in batches of 100. So it'll always be a nice round number. Anytime I change anything, I will add 100 new lines of code. That's efficient and effective, right? More lines is better, right? That's a ask any computer scientist from the 60s. They'll tell you more lines of code means better software. Or no, I guess that'd be what, like the 80s or 90s. That's back when that was the philosophy. Yeah, well, my program has like 200,000 lines of code. Alright, okay, so now it'll actually just be ... slash. There's only one level that we go. Because we go from the journey folder up one level to the projects folder, and then to the miscellaneous folder, so misc, and then stream data, I believe it's called. So hopefully that'll work. But then this is just the folder, the file path for the general folder. miscellaneous stream data, and then in this folder we have all the different text files. So we'll want to like load those up separately, and yeah. Oh yeah, you know what we can do is we can just check the most recent donator. No, not necessarily. We can check the what was the one, like session donators or whatever? Session donators, because in order for any of the other ones to need to change, this one will necessarily need to change. The good luck with that, Marty Bam. I'm just gonna, I won't get too distracted, but here's a quick piece of advice. You really don't have time to worry about what other people do with their life in that way. Like, there are way better things, there are way better ways that you could be spending your own life. Like, honestly, if you care about that stuff, it's gonna cause way more headache for you than it's worth. So, that's all I'm gonna say on that subject. Okay. So session donators. The only situation wherein session donators won't change when any of the other things changed is if the exact same 25 people donate twice in a row, such that, like, so, like, for example, if you picture, like, so session donators is going to be a list of, like, up to 25 people, right? So hypothetically, when like this file is going to change every time a donation comes in, and the other files can't change unless a donation came in, because, like, there's no other way to, like, become the top donor except by donating such that you surpass the previous top donor, right? So, like, when we're checking if data changed, the only thing we really need to check is session donators. The reason I say there is technically one loophole, if let's say we're checking this at 20-second intervals or something like that. If the exact same 25 people submit donations again in the exact same order in that 20 seconds, then it will seem as though the file hasn't changed at all. Although technically it will have been replaced with an exact copy of itself over 25 iterations. But all right, so the date, yeah. The date. Hold on, one of these should have a different date. Oh, well, huh. It looks like even when things don't change, they still get rewritten. Because if you look at this, this is like what? This is like 10 minutes ago. The date timestamp here is all from when I just opened the program. Because, like, you'll notice, like, when I open the program, the first thing that here, I'm going to close it and open it again. The first thing that happens is it writes out those files. Like, you'll see, like, it'll just spam. And so, look, now all the date timestamps are going to be right now. So, unfortunately, the date timestamp is not actually going to be an indicator of whether the file changed. That would be nice, though. That would be nice. Enemy guess? Hey, look, okay. Marty, yeah. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Welcome. Alright, so actually, yeah, so actually, no, maybe the date timestamp is useful, because, like, oh no, yeah, there it goes. It rewrites all of them, even though they didn't change, which is weird. I don't know what that's about, but that's, yeah. So I will probably be at least opening one of them to check the contents, to see if anything's changed. It'll probably be the session donators, right? Yeah. I mean, if I want to do other things, like with followers and subscribers, like, I'll probably want to do something with subscribers once that comes in, but I'll have to do that by reading something else. So yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I probably will want to make this data lighter, like, because I don't plan on actually having the numbers show up in game, so I don't actually really need to keep track of those numbers, at least not, like, in these data files. Like, you know, it'll still show up on screen, and, like, it'll still, well, I mean, if I did ever want to, you know what? I'm probably just going to keep this, when I read this data in, I'm probably going to open it, read in the entire file as just a plain text string, and then I can just compare basically the raw data. Like I will parse it out, like split it up and chop it up and read the data such that the game can use it. But for the purposes of checking whether it's changed or not, I'll probably just like use the raw data, because like if the raw data is changed at all, then that means something should be noted, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Let's alright, so we have stream data. So let's go down to another section down here where I tend to define variables and stuff. So I'll just add in a new. Actually, no. That's supposed to be done like last or whatever. Not that it really matters. But okay. So let's say karma. Oh yeah. So okay. So what is this even going to be? I feel like it has to be a quality of the adventurer. Like the way this data is saved, like it gets saved to the adventurer. Because like once you donate, I think like, oh, well yeah, so for one thing, a lot of this is going to get saved out. Like it's actually going to get like written to the player's data, so that like their persistent data, so that way if I have to restart the script, it doesn't accidentally like rinse these things. And because I mean like stuff like session top, or like all-time top donator, like I don't have to save that because it's basically getting saved out. But like stuff like well, I mean I could do that either way, because like session donators, it's a maximum of 25. For my purposes, that's actually entirely fine. I don't ever really. I'd be really surprised if I got 25 donations in the same day. I'd be really pleased. And in that case, I just wouldn't restart the script. If that happened, I'd just leave the script running forever. But yeah, I guess that's the one that I might want to write to the character's data, because that's the one, like, because this list only goes. What is it? It's only like it only lists 25 possible. So like hypothetically, I don't necessarily once someone becomes the 26th person to have donate, or like the 26th least recent person to have donate, then or you know, once like they get bumped off this list, basically, I don't want them necessarily to lose like whatever like special effect or whatever is added to their character. So it's funny you mentioned that, Mr. David. I've considered rewriting this script. I still think about that sometimes. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now or like in the near future, but I do think about that. Yeah, that could be a fun day. Yeah, you know what? Because 25 is entirely satisfactory for me, I'm not going to rewrite that. Or I'm probably not going to save out the data yet, but hypothetically I would want to in the future. And that part, I guess, is actually, I mean, that is fairly straightforward, because that is like, that would be the only data point that I actually have to write out. The rest of them I can just read in. Yeah. Yeah, because this data is going to stay in memory. Because just because someone's the all-time top donor doesn't mean that they're playing the game. I need to keep that basically like, because I only load in players' data when the players are here. So yeah, just the I'll just wait for their arrival. And then when a character when a character gets added into the game, then that is another time in which we have to check whether that player is any of these VIPs. And all right, yeah. So this is I knew roughly, I'd figured out already like roughly what I wanted to do, and now I'm like thinking about how precisely I'll want to go about doing that. So karma, I guess like yeah, all right, so I'll just start with the first thing, which is session donators. So I'm actually just gonna copy that naming convention just for donators. String equals nothing for starters. I mean, I could just load it. No, session donator string. So then what's the so then session donators donators will be a list. List is fine. It's just a list of names. And then what else? So then what else do we want? I think session donators is the only one we have to keep saved as a string. The rest we can just save out as lists. Or actually no, I guess all time, or like the top, like the non-plural top, the singular tops, will want to be strings because they're just a single name. So yeah, actually I don't need to work with that list. I can work with this list over here. So okay, so session donator string, session top plural, session oh yeah, so session top plural is a list. Session top singular is a string. What are you complaining about? Monthly top. Top plural is a list. Monthly top. Oh, I guess I kind of do want to keep these as strings as well, because like there's a bit of processing involved. Like not with the singulars, but with the plurals. There's like processing involved with rewriting this list. So yeah, I probably do want to save them as strings too. So again, not the singulars, but like the it's like session top. That's not how you spell session. Session sounds weird. I don't know what that is. Plural string equals whatever. So we'll just keep the string version around, so that way when something changes, we can then check if these are amongst the things that changed. So session top plural string equals nothing for now. This is just I don't know if this is even a necessary step necessarily in Python, but it's one that I tend to do, so it's one that I'm doing. Whatever. Singular. Singular. I can spell stuff. Equals just a string. Session. Oh, yeah. That's right? Yeah. I mean, there's most recent. Oh, yeah, I did say I was going to do something with most recent. So, it's like, session, or I'll just say like most recent donator. Why is it donator, not donor? I guess because donators when you're talking about, or donors when you're talking about owners, or organs. I can talk. Yes. Well, technically, technically what's happening there, if dog then, is that Twitch pings with what is it? Twitch pings with ping TMI twitch.tv. I don't know what TMI stands for, but when I just had to write any random thing to reply to the server, I just wrote "I love you." So technically, what happens is the server says ping. Trusty Bard says "I love you," and then the server says "unknown command." So it's a little melodrama that plays out at approximately 2-minute intervals. Okay, so most recent donator, and I think that's all of them. Monthly, all time. Wow, there are a lot of these. all-time top plural string equals that all-time top just all-time top plural equals list, and all-time top singular equals string. All right, now I think those are all the things we need. So the first thing that we want to do, this is on startup, and oh yeah, that would be, there, yeah, I don't know if this helps, but someone, I think it was Singender, I think, I don't know if I still have it. Oh, I might not have it anymore. Singender wrote an IRC bot in C#, so I don't know that he was necessarily using Unity. Sogom, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Shoot, I thought I'd saved it, but I guess not. Whoops. Well, if Singender comes back, we can ask him about it. Wait, maybe it's still in like my browser history. I thought no. Oh wait, actually, hold on, wait. Whoops. Wait, hold on. Stop. Wait, bring back the URL. Maybe it isn't my browser history and his name isn't Singender. No. No. Alright, well, it might have been useful, but, okay. Oh, cool. Oh wow. Oh, that's awesome. Well, sounds like you're well on your way. Yeah, it was really easy to get started with Python, and that is why I started this project in Python. And for no other reason would I really necessarily do this project in Python, but that's fine. Here we are. I now know Python a lot better than I used to know Python, so... yeah. Okay, so now let's load in this data. And actually, because we're about to load in this data, I'm actually going to move this to a different section of the script. This is the part of the script where we load stuff in, which is actually right nearby. I'm just going to move it up here. I guess I might want to make just a general definition for how to load this data in, because I basically have to do it a lot. Yeah. So I could move it to the other section of the script where I make my definitions, but I might just define it here. So def load where's my naming convention? I think my naming convention is these underscores, which I think is weird, but I also think I don't care, so it's gonna be weird. Load stream data. I guess I don't think I have any arguments or anything to pass in there. So, Toad McCoats, welcome. How's it going? And a lovely butt jiggle to you as well. You can't see, it's off camera. No, okay. That's how I roll, Mr. David. Oh wow, you should sell TwitchBot on the Unity store. Obviously, this is your $1 million scheme right here. This is your $1 million moment. This is this is the point in the movie where Justin Timberlake is millions isn't cool. Or no, I don't remember what the line is, but hopefully that reference wasn't completely slaughtered. Anyways, I'm gonna move on. I'm not a funny person. I should probably not try. Alright, so the first thing that we check here is we open session donators string. We open session donators the file, and check if it's the same as session donator's string. So I'm just gonna move this over here so that I mean, my head is probably covering up a lot of that right now, but I can read that. So I just want to make sure I get the naming conventions correct. So all right, so with open what is this going to be? Stream data path, I think I called it. Path plus slash. I can put the. No, I'll put the slash. I'll put as part of stream data path. No, whatever. I'll put it as part of this other stuff. Okay, so with open stream data path. So yeah, what's the first one? Session donators, d, yes, so we never write to these files. We only ever read them. So, I think Trojans work better if you don't tell people they're Trojans. I think that's the point. Excuse me. I think that's the principle behind it. Just a heads up, posting malware or like posting anything like that would harm another person's computer in chat is considered offensive, and that's a bannable offense in particular. So. I assume you're not actually talking about malware, but I thought that was just a funny. Toad has a question. If Toad doesn't interrupt, the answer to that question is let's. I guess. There we go. Okay, so with open this as I'll just call it like sdata. We will say if sdata not equals session donators string, then this is the case that we have new data. So the first thing that we do is we'll say session donators string equals sdata. I mean, we could actually do this last, but actually, yeah, because actually the first thing I want to do is I want to get a string that I can chop up. So I'll say so let's say so like sdata. I'll just call it like lines, as I tend to. Lines equals sdata dot split, and the thing that separates the I mean, I should double check this actually, but I'm pretty sure the thing that separates the session donators, yeah, commas. So first we split on commas. Actually, we can split on spaces. No, I don't want to split on spaces because but there's a space here. But there's a space between the comma and the C. So when I get the names, I'll have to remember that the names have a space at the front of them, and that I should trim that. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah. So sdata equals donators. Or no, yeah. So sdata split on the comma first. Actually, I can split on a comma space, right? And that'll get rid of it naturally. Cool. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's correct. So then I should probably restart the session donators list. Because like my options are I can just like pop out the ones that are no longer in the list and add in the ones that are on the list. But I feel like that processing is going to be about as possibly even more intensive than just like literally just like rinsing the list and starting over. So yeah. So for oh yeah, so all right, session donators equals an empty list again, and then for oops, so for what are all these errors about? Oh, they just magically disappear when I start typing in. Cool, great. Where did I get my gloves from? I actually got these from what is the what is that clothing outlet that got they got accused of using, and because they do kind of use like salacious images of young people. What is that? It's like American Apparel, I think is right. Not because of their advertising campaign, just because it was one of those, I don't know, they have a very generic sounding name, so I can never remember their name, but that is actually the first thing that I tend to remember about them, is that they use skeevy advertising. Whoops. Alright, so for li in lines, you know, it might be easier just to split this list by space characters. Oh, but then I'll have to, and then just trim out the colon that'll be on the names. Because like the alternative is I basically have to like I don't know if this will even work. I could say hold on, let me see. Session donators dot append. I wonder if I can do this. No, this is probably not. This is probably sketchy. Li dot split. This might work. I don't know if this will work. Split on the colon character. Index 0? I wonder if I can index like that seems questionable. I feel like that wouldn't work. Let me test that out real quick. So Lauren is still pretty far out in the lead, yeah. Yeah. The other thing Lauren does is he just stays in chat forever. So like he's always getting like the passive bonus. Which like I don't know. You don't get that much experience from the passive bonus, but it is a little bit. And when I say Lauren does that, I actually mean like a number of people do that. They just like stay logged in all the time. Alright. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so split like string why am I not typing? Oh, I'm typing on the wrong computer. Derp. String equals like blurg colon blurg dot split on the colon index 0 and then print string. Let's see what this does. Possibly just crash. Oh yeah, save it. Python scripts. Indexing splits, I guess. Hey, lucky clovers. Good job, guys. Alright, so run that. And what happens? Nothing? How did nothing happen? Oh, this is... Wait, what? Huh. Doesn't seem to be working. So does that mean that the thing that I'm doing is dumb? What if I don't index on 0? Then does it work? No, it still doesn't work. Why is it not working? It's just not printing anything. It doesn't seem like. That's weird. That's not interfering with SideQuest. It's like printing in the same Python console, which is like not what I expected. But I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Huh. Let me see this. Still just doesn't do anything. What the heck? What the heck? Run settings. Execute in current. No, new dedicated Python console. Oh, alright. So that part. Alright, that one. So yeah, that's the normal way, I guess. What about the abnormal way that I felt like testing? Does the abnormal way work? No. Alright, so that's good to know. So I can't index as oh, wait. I put it. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait, hold on. Well, I messed it up. Hold on. Results are inconclusive as of yet. Alright. Will this one work? Wow, it works. Alright, cool. Is it just me or is that sketchy and then it just works? Alright. It's sketchy and it works. Cool. I'm on board with that. Alright, so this should make our list of names all nice and tidy. Oh, I forgot a colon here. And botting is against the rules. Botting is not because participating in events is Lauren, I was testing something. That's that's the only time I use new files. Is when I feel like testing something. So there's that. Oh, because I have this in a definition, I have to specify the globalness of all these stupid. Great. Yep. Great. I don't like that. I'll be very forthright. I don't like that. All right. So yeah. Global session donators. The whole global business is like, I don't know. I think it's not necessarily like wrong or whatever. Like I don't like to say things are wrong because then there are a million people on the internet who will tell you that no, I am in fact the one who is wrong. Hey creators, how's it going? Welcome. I guess technically it's not the only time, Lauren, but it's it's the usual time. Was that does the new follower sounds? So the new follower thing is working. Hey, Corpse. Oh, or Core. I think I stumbled over your name the last time I tried to pronounce it too. Welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. And I guess actually that is technically the second follower. So the new follower alert thing is still working. All right. Yes. So yeah, the whole global thing is like the biggest culture shock to me. I think from like going to Python from what I'd worked in previously, because like you don't have to specify global because you declare all your variables like in a regimented sort of way. So you never have to indicate, are you making up a new one or are you referring to one that already exists? And instinctively, I still declare all my variables in a regimented way. Although I think technically I don't have to do that in Python. But all right, so yeah, so then so if actually we want to stay in this conditional because in this conditional, I guess the next thing we want to check is global actually excuse me. Oh yeah, no, actually, well, so one thing, I was gonna move on to like the whole other stuff, like the monthly and all time and whatnot. But actually, before I do that, I have to. I'm not even about So I'm just gonna say so with open stream data path plus slash most recent, is that most recent donator.txt. I'm just gonna open this one and overwrite it, not bother like checking if it changed or anything because it's just a name. So hypothetically the same person can donate multiple times in a row, hypothetically. So I might just be overwriting it with the same value, but like, all right. So most recent donator as I'll just call it MR data or MRD data. Actually, yeah. So I shouldn't call this S data because I'm gonna keep this open for like a while. Just because the conditional is with it open, and it's not like, I mean, these are all small text files. So like if I have them all open at the same time, I'm not gonna like wreck my data. I'll be using like, I don't know, like maybe 50 kilobytes of memory. Uh, well, so that's the interesting thing. Technically, you can donate in someone else's name, I think. Hold on, let me check. So let me, yeah, because I think like you don't have to sign in to Twitch in order to donate. It just asks you your Twitch name. So oh yeah, that's an interesting point. Like these because you don't have. Oh yeah, that's an interesting point, Mr. David Ott, because like there might not ever exist players that actually have. In order to donate. Thanks, me. Yeah, if you click the donate button, it just asks you what your Twitch username is. So I can type Binri, right? Because that's my. So if I was going to donate, then it would be as such. But I mean, like I could. There's nothing to stop me from donating on your behalf. Hypothetically, I mean that's impolite. But yeah, I think it's just like anything you really feel like typing. So like there could be invalid characters in there, I'm guessing, probably. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it might filter for invalid characters. No? Yeah, I think yeah. I think it just kind of like leaves it to you to get that correct. Excuse me. And then the other new link is the Patreon page. Or Patreon page. So yeah, it's dumb, but it's there technically. Alright. So session donator string equals. Oh yeah, so I was gonna rename S data. I'm gonna call this SD data. So I referenced it 3 other places, yeah. Because yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of these data files open at the same time. So Mr. Data, Mr. D Data. Is it Mr. David.data? Who knows? No. So with that open, we will just say, oh, I never read it. Yeah. It's supposed to be sdata.read. And again, sdata.read.split. Whoops. Yeah, I think if I don't read it, it's just the binary data. Oh, so I guess actually, so maybe instead of saving it as a string, I should just save it as a. Yeah. Actually, so wait. So these aren't going to be strings. These are going to just be raw, I guess. It's like raw. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Robin! Oh, Zero Maverick donated $2. There are indeed donation alerts. Zero Maverick. Oh my gosh. Well, sorry, I can turn that down. Really? Is that? Oh wow! It doesn't sound that loud to me. Which is fun. Okay. Is it all? Is it all notifications, or is it just that one? Here, hold on. I can fix that real fast. I'm just gonna switch over to Facecam for a second. Thank you, by the way. Did I say thank you? Sorry, I got distracted, but thank you. Thank you very much, Sarah Maverick. You're the inaugural first ever. Furthermore, these are the first $2 I've ever made as an independent developer. So that's kind of special. I mean, it's all digital, but I'm gonna have to like withdraw that specific dollar from the bank, and because you have to frame it, right? That's the rule. You have to like frame the dollar, your very first dollar. So thank you very much, Zero Maverick. That's really cool. And now I have data to work with. The feature that I'm working on right now is actually because you get stuff. You get stuff for being a donator too. You get like I started drawing it. You get like Sorry, I haven't turned it down. I have to turn it down before any more of this can. I'm sorry about your ears. I'm sorry about your ears, everyone. Hold on. We're gonna do this. I know how to do this. I was looking at it earlier, and I was like, "Oh, good. That's how I can do that." So, is it? Wait, was it all? Oh yeah. I've never made a highlight for this stream before. So hold on, wait. I'm gonna write that down so that I'll remember to actually like make a highlight of it. But the time is now. It's now exactly 4:20. So I forget when I started streaming, but. All right, hold on. Yeah, so before any alerts, so so wait, yeah, so it was just that. It was just that notification. Like the normal audio that plays, like the the audio that plays in for like the other alerts, like those are okay and stuff. It's just that one trumpet noise. All right. Save that. I'll bring that one down, and then oops. All right. Whoa, what just happened? Launch. All right. Okay. Hopefully that's better. Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to punish you guys for donating. Oh my gosh! Wow. All right, I think I'm just a full-time streamer now. I think now that I'm raking in the, the big bucks. Thank you guys again. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I never thought of myself as a streamer, so like yeah. So it's weird to just like I just on a whim, like I was convinced, like eventually I was just like all right, yeah, fine, so I'll act like a real streamer. I'll like set up a donate button and like I don't know. Corpse, welcome. Thank you very much. I made $6 in the past. I don't mean to brag, you guys, but I'm making about like $2 every minute. That's like $120 an hour. Excuse me. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate that. Here, I'll be a good streamer, and that way your money will not have gone to waste. What was I even doing? Oh yeah, it was sorry. Excuse me. I'm not crying, which is good because I was thinking that might happen, but it hasn't yet, so that's good. All right. Excuse me. So yeah, this is what we were drawing earlier. These are like maybe some of the special effects that we're adding in. So there's going to be so this text file that we're working on, there's going to be, I want a special effect for basically all of these things. So most recent, I'll put this with the rest of them because like, yeah, there's basically going to be like a different visual effect for each of these things. So like, basically, like it's not exactly this. It's not going to be it's not going to work exactly this. That was a Um, we'll have to come up with a contract or something. um, oh, sorry, that was in response to chat. So the Cavs. Thank you very much. I don't even know what to say exactly. It's I really appreciate it, and I honestly don't know what to say, but I just I this is like what makes me think that like this will work. Like in the back of my mind, I'm always like, you know, like months from now, I might just have to like get a job in like AAA and you know, just like work in like a game factory the rest of my life. Which like there are certainly worse fates, but like I really want to. I think if Dog Ben, I think if two people donate hypothetically, I think it queues them up. But one thing I noticed earlier is like when yeah, Flesh and Body, thank you. One thing I was thinking of doing, like, it was actually like, because I keep a budget of like my expenses, so like, I don't know. I was like, do investors want to know like how I actually spend my money? Because like I could come up with like a breakdown of that sort of thing, so you know that I am spending it wisely. I try and spend it wisely. I try and be very frugal about that sort of thing. My budget for clubbing is actually very low. I think I tend to spend approximately $0 clubbing on average. All right. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody very much. I'm gonna make this effect super cool, so that it'll be. I don't know. No, I have to make this really cool because because this is like what I'm working on now is like like, you know, the way that I like basically this is like my expression of like gratitude through the game. So sorry. So like right, so we're oh yeah. I think the last thing so I wanted to show super cool special effects. So yeah, the everything on this list will probably be like some like variation of this for starters, and then I'm thinking for like the all-time top donor, like that might be something different. Like I'm thinking actually like your head, like I might like have an override, so like regardless of what headpiece like you actually have in the game, like it might get replaced. Like I might do like a swap or something like that. Like it might be that like if you're the all-time top donor, you get like a crown or something, or like you get like, I don't know. It might do something like, you know, because I want that to, I mean, for all these things, I want them to be quite cool. I want it to be clear that, like, I really do appreciate this. And, like I was saying, this is literally how I can do what I hope to do. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, oh yeah, so instead of keeping these as strings, I'm going to keep these as raw data, because why not? I think that's technically, I mean, these things are going to be kept in memory, so I think it's more efficient to keep it as raw data. Right, so now instead of reading it twice, now we only have to read it once, too, which is good, also, except this is not a real thing, because this is actually raw. Alright, oh yeah, and string, right, so then also, this is raw. Oh my gosh, yes. I don't know who that was, but thank you. When I started to hear the noise again, the first thing that stuck in my mind is like, this is literally like a train. This I can get used to this. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah, the game I'm working on is what's happening down here. Just quick thing though, can you guys read the new Twitch alerts? Like the I might cry. I've I might be streaming tears, literally. um, yeah, so I changed the Twitch. I changed like because we used to have like the banner at the top of the screen, and so I changed services because the new service is the one that provides me with this data that I can use to actually like run the game, run the stuff in the game. The old service, like it used web calls, and like so in order to do the same thing, I would have had to like go into a whole bunch of like web code network stuff that like would have taken me a lot longer to figure out. And but is it okay? Yeah. So I don't know because I don't know. It's really important. It's just really important to me all of a sudden to make sure like the alerts are like showing up correctly because I don't know. Like I really appreciate new followers and everything, but like I don't know. Like yeah, it takes more than you have to do more than just press a button to donate. So I don't know. All right. Thank you, dog. I can tell you what I'm gonna use that $5 for. I'm gonna. That didn't say. I heard that as $5, but that didn't say $5. Oh my gosh. I was. Hold on, I'm missing the names because. Oh, sorry. Sorry, 1 second. I'm missing the names because I slightly distracted. Sorry. I think I can go back and check. Wait, I can check the. I can check the text file. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So who did I miss? I like Twitch games. Thank you very much for your donation, Bill Cosby. Thank you. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Anonymous. Okay, so I don't think I properly said without choking up. If dog, then what was it? I like Twitch games. What does this button do? I'll just say it again to everyone. What's this button do? Capside, Zero Maverick, everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm seriously freaking out. I'm sorry. I try not to get this distracted on stream. I just wasn't expecting this, so I apologize. What I was gonna say earlier is I know what I'm spending at least some of this money on is pre-orders of well when I read it as $5, I was gonna say I'm gonna spend that put that towards a pre-order for why am I blanking on the name? Teleportal. But I think with $50, I can probably buy a few copies. So maybe I'll buy a few copies and we can like raffle some off in the stream or something. But again, thank you guys very much. I'm gonna I'm gonna make I'm gonna make so yeah, I'm calling this feature Karma because I don't know. I don't know. Like donations are so crazy to me because like it's like I don't know. You really get good. I think